This day ain't never be the best podcast episode yet. I ain't gonna lie, this day ain't never be the best one.
Don't no.
You got me focused. No, don't start crying. Let's go get some tissue. Gang, man. It's your boy. We back in it, man. We ain't gonna say too much, man. I just want to say I thank y'all. I want to show appreciation for those who have watched the videos before, who will continue to watch the videos. Yeah, we give them a little crowd. Might as well give them a little crowd. I just say thank you. But today, we back at it with a guest now. We back with a guest. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more solos. So we just want to say, we're going to let her introduce herself. Ms. Maya, how you doing?
Hey y'all. So I don't know how you introduce your family. This your family?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up, family? I guess.
Yeah, you guys, gang.
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 Yeah. So my name is Maya. I am a sophomore. Here, boom, and I just be chilling. I got my own podcast / YouTube. Yeah. It's called Keep It With Purpose.
We gonna talk about that a little later too. You gonna shout everything, y'all. Gonna
tag
everything.
Look at it, yeah.
Social media, everything. We are big on networking and showing everybody love. You know that. So we gonna get into it a little later. We gonna talk about everything, and you know what it is. Get money. How you been? How's school treating you? You know.
School is stressful. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
School ain't for the weak. College ain't for the weak.
Let's get into it.
It's going. I was just saying earlier, I'm a pre-med student, so.
Congratulations on that too, guys. Give a little clap for that too, You say school.
I don't know. School is it's what you make it. I ain't gonna lie. And I've been lately trying to make it into something that's fun, something that's still make sure I'm getting to what I'm here for. So I don't know. I guess I'm doing pretty good at it, I guess.
Doing real good at it. She's a president, and we're gonna get into that a little later too. Y'all, she big money. She ain't the little one.
God, no cap.
Yeah, she big money. She getting to it, but where, if you won't mind telling them where you from?
Okay, so I'm from the burbs.
Okay.
And I'm proud to say it. I know y'all. Y'all be saying y'all from the city, and I'm from the city.
She said she from the burbs. What school did you go to?
I grew up in Park 4, so that's roughly I want to say it's 30, 45 minutes, depending on how fast you drive, from Chicago. But it's the south suburbs, and I went to Southland College Prep, charter high school. So if y'all don't know, now y'all know. It's a real good school. Each graduating class, 100% acceptance into any university.
Shout them out there.
Yeah, and then I graduated. I was blessed enough to graduate with $2 million in scholarships.
Okay, we ain't gonna let that go fast. We gonna get
I don't know. I mean, if I do toot my own horn, but it's because of the school, for real. A lot of connections there.
Sure, that's good. And I was just about to ask, do you feel that your high school that you went to prepared you for college?
I will say it prepared me more so of the work ethic.
Right.
My school was set up before COVID hit. It was set up to the point where we had classes start at 7:45. We didn't get out of class till 4:37. And essentially the reason why she did that, our CEO is a Black woman.
Okay.
Dr. Davis, Blondine. She's an amazing Black woman.
Shout her out too.
She did it more so based on the Asian and Chinese culture. And that's how their school system is set up. And if y'all don't know, their education system is amazing. So that she set it up that way. And so at first, my first year, I hated it. I'm like, bro, who in school? 5 o'clock? What? No. I was mad. But then later on, it pushes you. It really taught me self-discipline.
For sure.
How to be independent. You never, you can't depend on other people type of thing, right? So then I did sports. So sports, I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then we didn't have a gym. Like, we didn't have a football team. We didn't have a gym. We had golf and bowling teams.
I was straight education. Straight education. No football.
No,
crazy.
We didn't have none. I mean, now we do, of course, like, but we didn't have none of that. And so it was very like, oh, go to practice 20 minutes away to another gym. Then you got to leave early. Like, it was too much, but it really did teach me like self-discipline and independence. I ain't gonna lie.
That's good. Now, I'm really like, so you said you was at school early morning, got out late?
Yeah.
So that's another reason. Personally, like you said, with the like you were saying, like with the A's and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another reason that they are kind of like, I wouldn't say ahead of us, but when it comes to like mentally and knowing how to really apply themselves, it's because they have to work. Like they have to work.
Oh yeah.
They got to work hard.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm not saying that we don't have to work hard. Us as African American stuff, but we feel more as if a little bit of entitlement.
Yeah, no, like that. That's a good point. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, if y'all look at the other cultures that's out here and races or nationalities, whatever word you want to use, the African American community, because we so looked down upon, we settle for less.
We settle,
and we don't even know because we're so quick to be like, okay, well, I have to make money. Especially our black men, like, it's so adamant on the fact that a black man has to take care of a household, and the woman has to stay inside the house, right? So it's so much riding up on a black man when he comes out of the womb. Like, it's automatically taught, like, no emotions, you got to get to the bag, right?
For sure.
So we tend to settle for less, and we dumb down our emotions and our mental state, and we don't pay attention on the fact of, like, no, this is something, like, if you want to be a photographer, this is something I really want to do. It may not bring money right off the bat, but at the end of the day, this is a passion.
Taking risk.
And so that's why you got to look at the other cultures, because let's look at the Hispanic culture. They do anything.
What?
I'm talking about anything. You literally can... I'm not gonna lie. Like, you see them working at factories, you see them working at fast food restaurants, like anything, because it's something they want to do, and they all come together as a family.
For sure.
On God, no cap.
They don't have like, oh, you got this family member, I'm finna have a big house, I'm finna be the rich auntie,
They stick together.
Instead, they all together in the same house. Cousins go to work, and then the grandmas go to work, and the mamas go to work at different times. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody pay $200 for rent.
Okay, like, and we all stacking. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of times we can learn different things from other cultures, but because from history, we've been taught to automatically fight.
Yeah.
We don't know how to just kind of help each other. Nope. We're so busy trying to fight against each other. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's the way it was in the beginning, where they always try to put us against each other.
Yes.
Even with like enslavement and stuff, they always were. Okay, well, you two, y'all either got to fight y'all way out of this, or y'all it's going to either be between this boy or this boy.
Right.
Like, even with that. So that's why the thing where we in competition with each other. Which, don't get me wrong, none is wrong with a friendly competition.
Oh, absolutely not.
But when it comes to the point where we stop each other from eating, that's not how it's supposed to be, because I feel like we all supposed to eat together.
No, that's
like you shouldn't be afraid to let somebody get the shine for a certain point in time.
Yeah.
Because the shine gonna always go around. It's gonna always fluctuate.
Yeah.
So that's the problem too in the community, because we don't want to see nobody shine. Like, we got that. Well, if it ain't us, it ain't nobody.
Yeah.
And that's a bad way to happen, because you may sure somebody shine. You never know that what God may have in store for you just off you doing that. So a lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people look at it as, oh, I gotta, which I'm the same way. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I gotta capitalize. Like, I feel like if we around each other and we not capitalizing off each other, we shouldn't be. We ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
That we should always capitalize each other. I should always be able to help you win, help you succeed, help you make this, help you make that. And that should be the same thing on the hand. But if you serve me no purpose, serve me no value, not giving me nothing, ain't no point in being around me. Because what you around me for?
Right.
I can do that myself.
Exactly.
I can find somebody who ain't know nothing myself.
Oh, bro. And that's heavy. And I feel like even when you getting to college and being out on your own, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, my first year has been, oh man, I don't even know if that's a question, but that's a story, right? So first year, just to give a brief background, I mean, before coming out here, I literally had lost my mom 2 months before to cancer, right? So it was just like, what the world? And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And I'm adopted. So that's already, like, that's my backbone. That's the woman that took me in, due to, like, other stuff that had happened, raised me, boom, Black woman. And so I'm like, all right, boom. Lost my mom 2 months before, or whatever the case may be. I was supposed to go to Clemson. I wasn't even supposed to come here, yes. But Clemson want too much money.
Man.
They want too much money. And I called University of Illinois. Actually, my academic counselor from Southland, my high school, I'm telling y'all, he graduated here. He graduated from here, whatever, boom. I told him, like, look, I need your help. Like, I need to get into some type of university because my mama was heavy on, like, school. No matter what, school. And I love school. We ended up making some phone calls, boom, boom, getting to the school, like, 2 weeks before classes start, y'all. Like, so I'm like, oh, I need to move in. So move in, boom, boom. Through the whole entire process, like, so much stuff happened, like, going through grief. And, like, when you don't sit down and really, go through everything.
Take everything on.
Bro, your mind is literally beating yourself up and you don't know because you have not sat down. And that literally was me. Like, I'm in college, like, okay, I got this, right. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was literally going through it, like, mentally. It was a mental fight. Like, I literally failed classes and I graduated with a 4.63. Like, I did not, like, I don't play about my grades. And so failing a class and you're in college and you're like, what? Failing a class? Like, you're not going to be able to pass. So I'm like, all right, no, boom. So freshman year, first semester, it was like, it was all right, boom, right? Second semester, it was just horrible. Like, the people that was so-called my family, everybody just shut me and my little sister out. It was just me and my daddy and my little sister. And it's just like, bro, like, what is family, right? So then family started to become a fantasy to me, right? So then, like, everybody's, like, calling, their parents and stuff. And, like, my daddy's my best friend. But it's just, like, what is it? Family is literally a fantasy.
Starting to think of it as your enemies.
Yes. So it's like, do I really want a family? Do I want to, being here at school, they stand up on, like, the whole family, IOL thing. And I'm like,
what is that?
What is that? You know what I'm saying? So then the people that were my friends ended up doing some backdoor stuff to me, y'all. Like, I'm trying not to cuss, but some backdoor stuff.
I'm blurred out.
Boom, boom. And so I'm just like, what? Like, okay, now I really don't got nobody. So I'm out here by myself. Y'all, I ended up not taking care of myself. I ended up passing out in class, like, 2 days was in the hospital by myself. Didn't call nobody. I didn't call my daddy. Like, I didn't tell him that I passed out until we got a bill to the house that I was in the hospital. And so I said all that to say, like, now I'm so much better. Like, I have a strong friend group. I have a strong, like, solid system. I have family that's not even blood or whatever the case may be, so all of that. And I said that to say, like, coming to college and tying into what we were just talking about, that social aspect, if you got people around you that does not want to see you shine, they're going to forever dim your light, and it's going to steer you away from who you really are.
Like, oh God, no cap.
That literally was me, and that's why I was in that mental state. Like, I was so messed up because, and I didn't even know until I ended up going to a church that I joined now, back at home, and, like, a pastor walked up to me. He like, can I tell you something? And I'm like, when you go to a new church, don't let everybody pray over you. Don't let everybody talk over you now. And so I'm so rooted in God, like, and I'm not perfect, but I'm like, okay, God, like, I don't know this person. And he's heavy on, like, but you can kind of get that sense, like, that energy off of somebody. That energy from, like, somebody's spirit. And the guy was like, it's people around you that's really close to you that don't want to see you succeed. And he like, you need to pray and you need to let God remove them, because if you don't, they're gonna basically take your blessings away, and you gonna see them have your blessings.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, bro, what? Dang. So instantly, imagine you got me sitting in church like, who is around me? Like, is it my daddy, my sister, my friends? Like, what? And so eventually, but he was like, don't do nothing different. Still be you. Still hang out with the friends. Still, do what you do. And I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell me something like that and then tell me not to change, And so I come out here and I'm just chilling and I'm like, and then when God works, God works. And
For sure,
so
man.
when all that happened and everything happened, I also learned, like, you cannot, when God take people out your life,
You can't
let it
question
happen.
Let it happen.
Because the longer you try to hold on to that stuff, bro, and that person, it's just going to be 10 times worse.
It's a done deal.
On God, no cap.
And that's literally what happened. And I learned my lesson. And like I said, now I can say, like, truly blessed at the end of the day. You'll never know somebody's story unless they open up their mouth and tell you. Like,
I didn't even know that.
Like, for real. But it ain't me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it ain't me. It's nothing but God. Like, I'm heavy on that.
Let's give him a little clap for that. That was a great thing to talk about. I didn't know that for real though, because like you said, you never know somebody's story till you really, like, open up to them, like, you know, sending condolences, you know, to your mom and stuff.
Thank you.
Oh dang, that's crazy. Now it's crazy that you said that, because I was just about to ask, what was the most challenging part, like, that you had to go through in high school that you overcame?
Oh yeah, that would be. I mean, more so like high school. So like it wasn't just out of nowhere that my mom just like boom passed.
Right.
It was more so the fact of, okay, so she had colon cancer. So it started off with my junior year. So like sophomore to junior year. And it was like, you know, she told us, and I'm like, oh man, like, you know, cancer is scary. And my mom was already born with cancer. So she beat it as a baby, yeah. And that's why she ended up adopting me and my little sister, because she couldn't have kids.
Right.
And so that's how we came about. You know, me and my little sister, that's my real dog. And so the day, like, my mom, and I still like replay it, but it's like the day my mom told me, I was just like, man, like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying?
You was lost.
And I'm like, you know, what do we do? You know? So after that, it was more so like she explained, like, oh, you know, I have to go to like radiation and like chemo treatment and stuff. So then that stuff, it started taking more of a toll on her physical aspect. And I'm like, okay, like, you always hear those things like, oh, people like cancer patients lose weight and they lose their hair and stuff, but you never know. Like, you never, until you see it
in person.
And you live around a person that you've grown up that looked one way, and it's like you literally watching somebody. I hate to say it, but you watch somebody die
slowly.
And so, and it starts with a mindset. And my mama was a fighter though. She fought for 3 years and everything. And, you know, just to have her to have the opportunity to see me graduate and walk across the stage. Both me and my little sister, even though she wasn't able to see my little sister walk across the stage, because then it was COVID.
Right.
So our school was blessed enough to still have some type of graduation.
Right.
And so, like, my mom pushed through, like, everything, through the pain and all. And then 2 weeks later, that's when my mom passed. But I had seen her, like, the week of. It's crazy because I dance, so, like, I praise dance or whatever. And I haven't done it in so long. But me and my brother, that's actually what this is from. Me and my brother, he has a community. I don't have a community group, my brother does, and it's called The Rivers. And we went out and we danced, and like we ministered or whatever. And the lady, she was there, she was like, oh, you know, there's like, I'm feeling like a healing that needs to go around, like, of like somebody with cancer. And so, like, it was essentially for my mom. And so I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, you know,
she said that.
You know, I don't know these people from a can of paint. Like, I've never seen them. Brother never talked to them, right? So it was just a blessing in disguise. And then that same night, like, you know, my stepdad had came back and said, basically, you know, your mom is like transitioning. And I'm like, transitioning? Like, what is this? You know, so I'm thinking everything is so good. Graduated, right. Everything's fine. And so, mind you, at this time, like, my mom's just directly in the hospital. And so, long story short, that following Saturday, my mom had took her last breath. And I had seen her that Tuesday. But when you see somebody that is literally dying, like, you see them one way. And I had seen my mom, she was walking, boom, the last time she was in our house. And then the last time I seen her, there's stages of death. I never knew that.
Yeah.
But like she could hear us, but she couldn't speak. And so essentially that's just one of the stages of death, like, people go through.
My grandma did the same thing.
And I'm just like, bro, what is this? And so it's traumatizing. So I'm like going crazy in the hospital, like pissed off, like bro, why y'all ain't tell me, like, my mama was like this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the phone with her Saturday, then Tuesday come and she can't talk. I can't even touch my mama, like, because she's so fragile. She's so little. And so, oh, man, it took a toll on me real bad. And she passed away the week before my birthday. So I'm just like, bro, like, but I joke about it because my mom was a May 31st baby, right? So that was her birthday. And then she was the guy she was married to, so my stepfather at the time, his birthday was June 16th. His daughter's was June 6th. Mine was June 21st. Their anniversary is June 27th. And then his son was June 29th. So I joke about it and just be like, oh, she squeezed her day into the June. But, you know, and I kind of just find it ironic because the day she took her last breath is the day I took my first. So my birthday is June 21st and hers is June 12th.
Wow.
So I say that was the challenging part, but honestly, like, man, like, I don't know. It's been something, but everything I do is honestly for her. And that's why I tell my story so much, because she was really heavy on, like, your story.
Gonna affect somebody in the right way.
Yes, literally, like, your story is gonna help somebody some way, somehow. And all you gotta do is tell it.
On God, no cap.
You ain't gotta teach it to nobody. You ain't gotta explain yourself. All you gotta do is tell your story. And whoever needs to hear it needs to hear it. And so, you know, that's what was the most challenging thing, more so because she's not here to see everything, and she always called me Dr. Moutry. So it's like everything that I'm doing is in memory of her. And so that's another reason why I named my podcast Keep It With Purpose, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I know that was a lot, but
that was a good meaning. That was meaningful though. Oh, yeah, we gonna talk a little bit more. I think this day ain't never be the best podcast episode yet. I ain't gonna lie, this day ain't never be the best one.
No,
you got me focused. No, don't start crying. Let's go get some tissue. Little time out break. Keeping it with purpose break.
Oh my God.
Keeping it with purpose break.
Oh man.
All right, so earlier I forgot we said something about guys and women. I forgot what we said, but so for today's random topic, we gonna say, should